So we had some news come out a little earlier today that Adrian Amos is visiting with the Ravens. Came out here from Jeremy Fowler, ESPN, saying safety Adrian Amos is visiting the Ravens today per source. So when we look at this Packers defense, the safety room specifically, there are some question marks here, of course, with now Adrian Amos. He became a free agent, his contract voided in the past month or so. And he's been a very reliable starter here in Green Bay since 2019 when he signed his 4-year, $36 million contract. He started in all 71 games for the Packers in that 3 or 4 year time span. And even if the Packers don't decide to re-sign him, which it hasn't happened yet, but you never know, it could happen, he will still be on the Packers cap with an $8 million dead cap hit because of his contract situation, past contract. But right now, we will see what happens here with Adrian Amos and the Ravens. Maybe they decide to sign him and bring him in. Will the Packers, in the end, decide to bring him back to Green Bay? I'm not so sure. But if they don't, that does leave us with some question marks, some pretty big question marks at safety, because Darnell Savage will be back once again playing on his 5th-year option. That was exercised, 2 seasons ago. And he was even benched during 2022 at some point. He could potentially play in slot, did that a little bit in the later part of the season. We also re-signed safety Rudy Ford a little bit earlier in the past month or so, and also recently signed Tavarius Moore, who was a 3rd-round pick by the 49ers back in 2018, mostly a special teams player for the 49ers back in 2022. But there are lots of question marks here at safety. Maybe Rasul Douglas could play some safety. Who knows? He is pretty versatile. And also, too, we have the draft coming up, which means the Packers could load up on safety there, which I would assume, considering the Packers at this point have not brought back Adrian Amos, that they will likely, at some point in the draft, add a safety because it's definitely a position of need. But just wanted to break that news with you guys. Amos meeting with the Ravens. We'll see if a deal gets done for him or if maybe he signs somewhere else or he comes back to Green Bay. I'll keep you guys updated.